Hey guys, and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be looking at my top 10 best moments of FIFA 17 so far in the demo. I know it says goals in the title, but there's a few that aren't, so I had to put it in there, but I didn't want to put moments because then everyone would get confused. But you know what I mean, so yeah, please drop a like on the video and subscribe while you are around here. I always find it really hard to say that, but let's just get straight into number 10. So my number 10 is a goal that I scored with Gundogan, with Man City, little back heel there, laid off Gundogan, and he just smacks it with his weak foot, posting into the corner. Pretty decent goal, not great, and that is why it's at the number 10 spot, but you know, it was a decent enough goal to get on the list, and that's why I've included it. It was one of the first goals I've scored as well. And some of these are against my mates, some are on beginner and some are on like professional and stuff, so it's pretty good as well. But here's number 9 now as well. So if we count down 9, we actually have a goal that Karim Benzema scores here. We block the shot, flick it over our head, full volley, top left hand corner. Trapp had no chance in goal, and I find it very easy to score volleys this year. It seems like it's a lot easier, and you do get some very nice goals when you do pull it off. But we'll just have a quick look at this again. Defender tries to clear it, Rodriguez gets in the way, Benzema flicks it over his head, full volley, and now we'll move on to number 8. So number 8, guys, is an overhead kick by Kevin De Bruyne. Now I caught this one a bit late, so that's why you're seeing the celebration first, as you will in a couple of these. But I cross it in, it gets cleared, tries to get cleared again, and then De Bruyne on the overhead kick, or like the bicycle kick, sideways scissor kick, whatever you want to call it, into the top left hand corner there, which is pretty decent. Not much more to say about that, you've seen it. There's Pep Guardiola celebrating. Let's go on to number 7. Number 7 is a goal with Pepe, and I've included this just because it's a good goal and it's Pepe. Like, you don't expect a centre back to be able to hit full volleys across the goalkeeper, and that was actually in a pretty important time in the game there as well, putting us 4-3 up against PSG in the 87th minute as well. So it was a pretty close game, that one, and it did mean that we were able to we actually won that game. So I was very pleased. Well, no, actually it went to penalties, but you'll see that a bit later on. Now on to number 6. It's actually a free kick goal. Now I've included this. It might not be the best free kick you've ever seen, but because free kicks are so hard to score this year, in my opinion, this is why I've included it. As you can see, he runs up, smacks it, top right hand corner. Well, it's more middle-ish than it's more to the right hand side of the middle, but Joe Hart has no chance, and he just doesn't even move. And there's Mourinho celebrating this time, and we have another free kick in our number 5 spot, obviously an improved version, so let's look at that. So in at the number 5 spot, it's a bit late again, you will see the replay though, it is Gareth Bale. Fantastic free kick against Inter Milan, puts us 1-0 up. As you can see, 2-man wall, curls it round it, I actually can't speak, top left hand corner. There we go, great goal there, and we will move on to number 4, but that was a great goal there from Gareth Bale. So number 4 I've included from this skill there. Let's just have a look at that again. Hold up, look at that. A fake shot from Rooney through his legs and a skill pass before it as well, and then Pogba goes on to do a few skills and slots it into the bottom right hand corner. I know it wasn't the best finish wise goals, but I just had to include it because one, it had the skill pass, and that like kind of big fake shot, and he just let it through his legs, run on through to Pogba. That's one of the best things I've ever done. You guys might not find it as good as I did, but that's why that's number 3. Number 3 is another goal from Gareth Bale, and look at that. First minute of the game, I just decided to run from kick-off. Let's have a shot, see what happens. That kind of thing was very OP in the FIFA 15 demo, just running and shooting. I remember scoring a lot of goals with Liverpool, and like specifically, I don't know why, scoring them with Adam Lallana, but I thought I'd have a shot. It was actually a finesse shot this as well, and it just got a bit of knuckleball on it, curled outwards and straight into the top left hand corner. Now, number 2. just missing out on the top spot is my penalty shootout here to the PSG game. As you can see, we step up with Ronaldo, scores the first goal, and in a minute you'll be wondering why we did include this, but then Cavani scores his penalty, Benzema scores his just. Then David Luiz actually steps up. This is the first bit of good goalkeeping from Keylor Navas. Saves it to the left hand side, so we'll move on with the penalty shootout. Rodriguez, he scores, moves on to their player, which is Lucas, I believe. He scores as well. Then we move on to Modric, who puts it so far wide and puts us in a bad position. Di Maria steps up, puts it in. Then we step up again, try and score with Bale, hits the post. Now you're thinking, Brad, why have you put this in? It is an awful penalty shootout. You've missed a load of penalties. They had to score to win. Keylor Navas saved it again. Fantastic, and this is where it gets interesting. I thought I'd try and recover it. Toni Kroos misses 3 penalties in a row. Again, they're in a position where if they scored, they'd won the penalty shootout. Keylor Navas against Sergio Aurier. Dive to the left, saves it with his feet. Fantastic. I've been given 2 chances now. We've just got to recover it with Ramos. Place it bottom right, and it goes wide, giving them a third opportunity to put the game away. Verratti, I'm thinking I can't save 3 in a row. We've missed 4 penalties in a row. We've lied. Keylor Navas saves it again. And then we step up with Marcelo. Dink it down the middle. We finally score a penalty, which meant somehow we hadn't lost this penalty shootout yet. And if they missed, then we'd won the game. Keylor Navas had pulled off some brilliant saves, kept us in the penalty shootout, and then luckily for us, Maxwell misses and hits a post, and I just thought that was fantastic. Let me know what you guys think down below, and let's move on to our number 1 spot. Now, there's a reason this is at number 1. Look at that overhead kick, Eden Hazard, barring in. You're thinking, Brad, that's an alright overhead kick. It probably deserves to be very high up the list. But there's a reason that I've added it in, and it is believably not this. But we crossed it in. Overhead kick. Take note, that was 1-0 at that moment. 1-0 against Man United. Overhead kick from Eden Hazard. It goes barring in. That's also very important. Barring in and the positioning, right? There's Conte celebrating. I've noted that for a reason. Now, later on in the game, 3-0. You see Eden Hazard celebrating again, right? 3-0, so it's not the same goal, guys. Just to clarify that. And it's on the different side of the pitch. If we have a look in a minute when it shows the replay, you will see that weirdly enough, Willian or somebody says Fabregas crosses the ball in, Eden Hazard overhead kick, barring in. Again, it's a duplicate goal but on the other side, and I think 2 goals of that calibre that are basically the same deserve to win it. So they are my top 10 best moments, guys. And before I leave you, my outro is here now, but I can't bother to put the music in today because I am going to speak over it. But remember to follow me on Twitter, subscribe while you're around here, and like this video as well. Also check out the video on the screen now, the skill moves tutorial. I've got a lot of the new skills in there as well. And apart from that, guys, have a very nice rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.